I'm your host, Baegun Young. Many of us prefer to sleep in 5 minutes rather than get up and make breakfast, but recent research shows that not having breakfast can adversely affect our mental performance throughout the day. So why don't we all try to have breakfast starting from tomorrow morning? Let's welcome today's contenders onto our stage. Welcome. We have the Hooloo team, Roy Chang and Sonik Jun. Tell us a bit about yourselves.
Hi, we're Hooloo. We were actually college roommates, and Hooloo is the Chinese word for a gourd, and it's something that you put in medicine or wine in.
Ah, I see. And you also mentioned that it was the name of a .com company that you were...
Now defunct.com.
Well, welcome to our stage and good luck to you, Hooloo team. And going against our Hooloo team, we have the Podo team, Jung Hee-jung and Park Shin-young. Welcome, and tell us a bit about yourselves.
Hi, we're from Daejeon. Our team name is Podo. It is simply grape in Korean. No matter what the result is, we're going to do our best. Thanks.
Okay, we have the Podo team and Hooloo team. Welcome, it's good to have you on our stage. Now we have an additional good fact today. The Nia team chose to go to Southeast Asia, and that means both Hooloo and Podo, you will be going to the final stage today. So our points will count from the first half, so why don't we begin the quiz. Well, you have a choice, QU, I, or Z sets.
We'll go with the Z, please.
All right, we will go with question set Z, number 1. Of the following, which color flag indicates surrender? 1 white, 2 red, 3 blue, 4 black.
Number 1, white.
An easy beginning. And Hooloo, as you know, you can use chance once throughout this section. And we'll take you to the incorrect choices. We go to question 2. Of the following, which organs in a fish absorb oxygen from water? 1 gills, 2 scales, 3 lungs, 4 fins.
Number 1, gills.
Question 3. Of the following, soybeans are used to make all of these products except what? 1 tofu, 2 miso, 3 tapioca, 4 oil.
Number 3, tapioca.
Rice is used to make tapioca. Are you a big fan of tapioca?
Yeah, I like the little bubble tea things. Jeonju Naicha. It's called Chinese.
We go to question 4. Of the following, which river is related to the legend of Lorelai? 1, the Nile, 2, the Danube, 3, the Rhine, and 4, the Amazon.
Number 3, the Rhine.
And have you ever seen the Rhine in person?
No, I have not.
Well, you know, if you win here, we might send you to see it. We go to question 5. Of the following, which game is considered the most traditional of all Irish sports? 1 polo, 2 hurling, 3 baseball, 4 lacrosse.
2 hurling.
It is generally known to have been played during the first millennium BC in Ireland, so it's a pretty ancient game. And we go to question 6. Of the following, which drink is made with ginger ale, grenadine, and cherry? 1, Marilyn Monroe, 2, Greta Garbo, 3, Judy Garland, and 4, Shirley Temple.
Number 4, Shirley Temple.
You can still use chance, and we go to question 7. Of the following, which is not a type of fingerprint pattern? 1, whorls, 2, loop, 3, twister, 4, arch.
Chance. Can we use our chance, please?
Surely, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And now we would like for you to make your final decision.
Number 3, twister.
Yes. And question 8. Of the following, which country does not border Israel? 1. Jordan, 2. Lebanon, 3. Egypt, 4. Saudi Arabia.
Number 4, Saudi Arabia.
Now, if you get all 10 questions in this section, we give you 50 bonus points. So keep that in mind. We go to question 9. Of the following, Aristotle is considered the founder of what? 1. Modern chemistry, 2. Modern biology, 3. Modern physics, 4. Modern anatomy. Final answer, please, Hooloo team.
Number 3, modern physics.
It is biology that he is known for. It's a good beginning, 80 points. Congratulations. Now, Podo team, you have a choice of question sets, Q, U, and I. Which would you like to have?
We'll go with Q.
Surely. Question set Q, number 1. Of the following, which number would you dial in case of a fire in Korea? 1, 111, 2, 112, 3, 114, and 4, 119.
Number 4, 119.
And question 2. Of the following, which is not something that people are generally born with at the time of their birth? 1. Nails, 2. Fingerprints, 3. Teeth, 4. Hair.
Number 3, teeth.
Question 3. Of the following, which is the farthest planet from the Sun? 1. Mercury, 2. Venus, 3. Jupiter, 4. Pluto.
Number 4, Pluto.
And now question 4. Of the following, which composer is known as the Waltz King? 1. Franz Liszt, 2. Friedrich Handel, 3. Antonin Dvorak, and 4. Johann Strauss.
Number 4, Johann Strauss.
And you haven't used chance, and we go to question 5. Of the following, which city was the center for the development of Byzantine art? 1. Madrid, 2. Alexandria, 3. Constantinople, and 4. Carthage.
Number 3, Constantinople.
Now we go to question 6. Of the following, which tiny country is nestled between France and Spain? 1. Liechtenstein, 2. Andorra, 3. Malta, and 4. Luxembourg.
4, Luxembourg.
The correct answer is Andorra. You end this section with 50 points. However, we have much of the quiz ahead. Hooloo, you end this section ahead. Congratulations. Now, the second section is where we give you a list of 20 words in a pre-chosen category, and you have 100 seconds to go through it. You cannot use any word or phrase that we give you on the board. However, you can do just about anything else. Hooloo, if you're ready, please take your position next to me. Now, your chosen category is Spain. And if you were to go to Spain, where would you like to go?
I'd like to go to Barcelona and Madrid.
Well, have you studied for the list?
No.
Well, we'll see how well you do.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Figo and plays for this team.
Real Madrid,
Figo used to play at this team.
Barcelona,
The Matador kills the male cow.
Toro, no, bull,
In the stadium, it's the show.
bullfighting,
Generalissimo, the general, the dictator.
Franco,
The Spanish, the ships.
Armada,
Pass. She's married to, she's going out with Tom.
Cruz,
Yeah.
Penelope Cruz,
The Separatist region. It's above Castillo, west of...
Basque.
This guy plays for Real Sociedad. Korean. This guy discovered America.
Columbus. Christopher Columbus.
Bizet's most famous opera. Bizet. Starts with C. Is a girl's name?
Pass.
Pass. Pass. Spanish artist, not Picasso.
Maya.
Starts with G. Sounds like that.
Gaia. No, Goya.
The mountain range that separates France and Spain. Starts with a P.
Penes.
Close.
Penes.
Pass. The famous book.
Don Quixote.
You almost had it. The mountains, Pyrenees, and the Bizet, Carmen, the lady's name Carmen, and you passed on flamenco, the dance. And
You would have never
well,
got it.
Come on.
I didn't know how to describe it.
you end the section with 190 points. And Podo, if you're ready, please take your position. And you chose the category Asian food.
Yep.
What is your favorite Asian food?
I guess kimchi.
We'll see if that's on your list. Are you ready?
Sure.
Go.
Korean typical stuff that we always eat in the dinner, every meal.
Kimchi?
Start with R.
Rice?
Indonesian typical yellow stuff.
Curry?
Vietnamese noodle.
Pho?
Korean typical side dish.
Kimchi?
The thing that we use to pick something in the table.
Huh?
Thing that you use to pick something.
Chopstick?
Yeah. The Chinese like dumpling, but it's rolled and
Dim
we
sum?
fried it.
Spring roll?
And we always eat when you're hungry. It's an instant noodle.
Oh, ramen?
Japanese raw fish.
Sashimi?
No, Japanese raw fish with rice.
Sushi?
And we use this to pass. Japanese hot noodle.
Udon?
Chinese dumpling.
Dim sum?
Korean typical grilled beef.
Bulgogi?
Indian skyr.
Skyr? Tandoori? Kebab?
Yeah. The one that just you have said before the.
What?
The Indian oven with.
Tandoori?
Yeah. Oh, it's the meat that we put in the boiling water. The meat we put.
Chinese?
Well, it can be pass. It's a noodle, the Chinese noodle.
Oh, you did a good job of catching up in this section. I believe that the meat that you put in boiling water is Mongolian in origin, shabu shabu. And you dip the sushi in soy sauce. And we couldn't give you the points for spring roll because you used rolled in your hint.
Okay.
You end the section with 170 points, so you remain in the lead with 190 points. And now, this is where you can rack up a lot of points. Let's welcome Mr. David Hwang with the questions. Welcome.
Thank you very much. How do you like the new look?
I like it.
The fall
Preppy.
season, they put on tie on me now. Anyway, so it's good to see you guys. I kind of really like this competition because it's a male-female kind of thing. Every now and again, Eun-young calls me a chauvinist. So today, to prove her wrong, ladies, I'm rooting for you. Let's go. We have plenty of time to do well, all right? So anyways, let's go on to the rules for the next section. As you know, it's a round of non-multiple choice questions. The first team to buzz in will get the first chance to answer. But if you get it wrong, that chance will be given over to the other team. Now, you guys are lucky. Why, you ask? Because we are kind enough here to give you both a second chance with the help of a spelling hint if both of you guys get it wrong. 15 questions in all, I believe, 30 points each, and 5 seconds to answer each one.
So, if you're all ready, let's have question 1.
All right. Question 1 is a question about tribe. To mark the UN's Day for Indigenous People on August 9th, Survival International has named these people of Botswana as one of 3 of the world's tribal groups most at risk of being wiped out. Who are these people most made famous through films?
You see a Coke bottle being thrown? Podo.
I don't know.
Oh, Hooloo, 5 seconds.
The Swahili?
Hooloo?
Swahili?
Why don't we take a look at the hint? Hooloo.
Bushman?
Podo, it's not easy getting used to being under the lights, right?
Right.
You'll get over it. And Hooloo, it's good to see you on the board in this section. Let's go to question 2 now.
Question number 2 is about astronomy. Let's see if I can get through this one. Here we go. Astronomers investigating ways to extend the life of this offered 3 options. Send 1 shuttle to fix it, send 2 shuttles to fix it, or bring it down safely in the Pacific. This is a telescope on a satellite.
Hooloo.
Hubble.
Podo, I encourage you to buzz in quickly to go against the Hooloo team. Now let's have question 3.
Come on, girls, you can do it. Question 3 is about food. The Israeli Supreme Court has agreed with activists who argue forced feeding breaks Israel's laws banning cruelty to animals.
Podo.
Beef?
Hooloo.
Pork. Pigs.
Why don't we finish the question now?
Okay. Force feeding breaks Israel's laws banning cruelty to animals. Fattened goose liver has been a Middle Eastern delicacy at least since the days of Egypt's pharaohs 5,000 years ago. What is this food, which is literally fatted liver?
Hooloo.
Foie gras.
Foie gras? It's definitely a cruel way to make it, but it is kind of tasty, no?
Really? Have you
Yeah.
had it? I've never even heard of it, frankly speaking. But
Yeah, it is kind of tasty. Anyway, let's go to question 4.
okay, question number 4 is about city. The coach of the Ukrainian archery team was bitten by a stray dog next to the site of a pre-Olympic test tournament. The incident has intensified a debate on the fate of thousands of street dogs in this city before next year's games. What is this city which will host the 2004?
Hooloo.
Athens.
Although, once again, I'd like to encourage you to take the risk and buzz in quickly. And let's have question 5.
Question 5 is about crime. Nicaraguan ex-president Arnaldo Alemán is to face these charges in a court. It is the process by which large amounts of illegally obtained money from drug trafficking, terrorist activity, or other serious crimes is given the appearance of having originated from a legitimate source. What is this?
Hooloo.
Money laundering.
And now, we're already at question 6.
Yeah, it makes sense. Money, clean the money, money laundering. That's, I guess, where it comes from. See, I'm smart too now. Question number 6 is about computer. Most home computer users in the UK have no idea what so-called blank hotspots are.
Hooloo.
Wi-Fi.
Yes. Your facility with computers is paying off, and let's go to question 7.
Question 7 is about entertainment. Last month, actor Gregory Hines, who starred in The Cotton Club, died. He began his entertainment career in this at the age of 6. This is a step dance performed by a...
Hooloo.
Tap dancing.
And as you mentioned, he's one of your favorite.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite. I was so sad to hear that he passed away. They mentioned the Cotton Club here, but he was in one of my favorite movies called History of the World by Mel Brooks. I don't know if you guys, it's kind of a satirical kind of comedy, but anyway, you guys should check it out sometime.
And let's go to question 8.
Question number 8 is about structure. Not much of this is still standing. The biggest section has become known as the East Side Gallery, as it has become famous for its artwork. It went up in 1961, virtually overnight. It became the most powerful symbol of the Cold War.
Hooloo.
What is the Berlin Wall?
Now let's go to question 9.
Question 9 is about organization. Last month, this organization is cutting back its operations in Iraq after warnings that it could be targeted for attack.
Hooloo.
The United Nations?
Podo, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
Is cutting back its operations in Iraq after warning that it could be targeted for attack. It has been involved in projects ranging from monitoring the conditions of detainees to rebuilding facilities. This is an international organization founded in 1864. What is this?
Podo, 5 seconds. Now the chance to answer is open to both teams. Why don't we take a look at the hint? Hooloo.
Red Cross?
And as a reminder, we do not penalize for wrong answers, so take the risk and just make a guess anyway. Let's go to question 10.
Question 10 is about the internet. Software giant Microsoft has been hit with a $500 million fine for breaching a patent. A jury found that the part of this design to enable extra functions through plugins infringed on a technology patented by a Chicago company at the University of California.
And the University of California.
And the University of California. What is this Microsoft Web?
Hooloo.
Internet Explorer?
Wow, once again, your knowledge of computers is paying off. And Podo, I'd like to encourage you. And let's go to question 11.
Question 11 is about title. Malaysia has allowed the release of this film despite fears that it would offend Muslims. The film sees Jim Carrey's character, a TV reporter.
Hooloo.
Bruce Almighty?
And have you seen the film?
No. I read the story on the internet.
Well, it's good that you read up on it, got the answer, and let's go to question 12.
Podo, you guys are being good sports. That's the first team that when they get it right, she's clapping for them. That's really nice of you. Anyways, though, question number 12 is about element. The richest tribe in South Africa is looking to break its dependence on its traditional mining industry of this. This is a precious silvery white metallic element used in jewelry, chemically as a catalyst.
Hooloo.
Platinum.
And it's also used as a catalyst in electroplating, and its symbol is PT. And we go to question 13 now.
Question 13 is about country. This country has launched an ambitious attempt to save its magnificent coral reefs from
Hooloo.
Australia?
Podo, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
ambitious attempt to save its magnificent coral reefs from uncontrolled development. The Y Bula Bula project means living waters, but for years the water flowing off the island has been killing the coral. What is this island nation in the southern Pacific Ocean, north of New Zealand?
Podo, 5 seconds. Why don't we take a look at the hint? Hooloo.
Fiji.
Yes. You know, the water flowing off it is killing it. Anyway, let's go to question 14 now.
Question 14 is about person. This person has triumphed in a poll searching for the greatest Briton, voted for by an international audience. Viewers of the BBC World voted for the person who discovered gravity as the most respected Briton.
Hooloo.
Newton? Sir Isaac Newton?
came in ahead of Prime Minister Winston Churchill.
Yes, and Princess Diana and William Shakespeare. But if I don't know, man, I think it might be. I would have picked Mick Jagger, but anyway, that's me. Anyways, shall we move on?
And we're already at our last question for the section.
Okay, question 15 is about medicine. Scientists believe that this can fight a rare form of skin cancer and some breast cancers as well. This is a drug derived from salicylic acid that is used to relieve pain and inflammation, to lower fever, and to reduce the risk of blood clotting within an artery. What is this common painkiller?
Hooloo.
Aspirin?
Yes. And with that, Hooloo, you end this section in the lead as well. Congratulations. Now, as I mentioned before, both teams will be going on to the final, so we'll be right back after this. Final stage. Well, we're starting off together with the points from the first half carried over. Podo, you start at 170, and Hooloo, you are in the lead with 640 points. We go through the section, and well, I hope you will all have good luck, and you'll take the risk this time. Let's start the game. Now, in this final section, we give you 5 categories of questions. 5 questions each, 10 to 50 points each, and whoever gets the first question will be able to choose the next question. What are today's categories? Today's categories are boxes, Black Power, animals and titles, tech toys, and Korean culture. Pretty obvious and fascinating categories I get to choose, so I will go with boxes for 10 points. In alternative medicine, this is a healing method said to work on the subtle energy level of the organism. In computer science, this is a unit whose internal structure is unknown, but whose function is documented. However, the most well-known meaning of this word is probably this: when an aviation accident occurs. Hooloo. Black box. The black box is what we look for first after a plane incident. And Podo, I encourage you to take the risk and buzz in quickly. Hooloo, you get to choose.
We'll take boxes for 20, please. Surely,
staying with the same category, boxes, 20 points. This is a small inner natural satellite of Saturn, discovered in 1980 by Voyager 2. This was named after a mythological figure. In Greek mythology, this person was sent by the gods with a jar full of evils in order to avenge Prometheus's theft of fire. She opened the jar out of curiosity. Hooloo.
Pandora.
She is also the first woman on Earth in Greek mythology, and she was created by the god Hephaestus of the hearth or fire. And Hooloo, you get to choose.
We'll take boxes for 30, please.
Boxes, 30 points. This group's blend of 70s arena rock and early 90s American alternative rock, closer to Pearl Jam and maybe REM than Nirvana, has become the sound of mainstream American rock. Hooloo.
Matchbox 20.
And their first single, Push, was a big hit, and it is led, the group, by Rob Thomas. It's a group that we all like. And Podo, since there are so many points on the board, you can catch up quickly. Take the risk and buzz in. Hooloo, you get to choose.
We'll take boxes for 40, please.
All right, boxes, 40 points. The box elder is the common name for a small tree of the same genus as this. The box elder lives in rich floodplains and along streams and rivers, and it is one of the most widely spread of American trees. It can produce sugar, although it is not a sweet. Yes, the box elder is actually this tree. This opposite-leafed tree, somewhat, Hooloo.
Maple?
Yes. Resembles an ash with 3 and 5 leaflet compounded leaves. And I guess you know something about trees?
No. I'll guess.
Well, this thing said it's not sweet, but maple syrup is from maple trees, though.
But sugar from this tree is
Yes.
not as sweet as a, sugar cane sugar.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. But maple syrup does come from the maple tree, right?
And of course it's sweet and tasty. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and give Hooloo a chance to choose?
50 boxes.
All right, closing the category boxes, 50 points. This is from the title of a farce by John Madison Morton, in which 2 characters unwittingly share an apartment, one using it by day, the other by night. This is an arrangement whereby 2 people can share the use of something in strict rotation, especially accommodations, because they need it at different times. The title, Hooloo.
Hot box?
Podo, it's your chance to answer, and I'll finish the question. The title of the farce is Blank, a romance of real life in one act. What is the phrase that fits into the blank? Podo, 5 seconds. Think about the category name, and it's joined by an and, okay? 5 seconds, both teams. And it is Box and Cox, a romance of real life in one act. Tough, tough. And, well, I get to choose. I'll go with Korean culture, 10 points.
Hello, my name is Kim Hae-yeon, and I'm a curator of the Korean Folk Village. How much do you know about traditional Korean culture? Tradition doesn't just mean old, but it refers to things that should be continued and respected. Today, we have some questions about things that are uniquely Korean. Are you all ready? Koreans use their own unique alphabet called Hangul. It is considered to be one of the most efficient alphabets in the world. Hangul was created during the Joseon dynasty. In 1446, the first Korean alphabet's original name was Hunminjeongeun, which literally meant the correct sounds for the instruction of the people. This person is regarded as the most enlightened.
Hooloo.
세종대왕?
King Sejong is who we're going to. And, Podo, I'd like to encourage you to take the risk, buzz in quickly. Hooloo, you get to choose.
We'll take culture for 20, please.
Surely, Korean culture, 20 points.
This is the busiest traveling season of the year. So many people board planes, ride cars, or get on trains to get to their parents' house in time.
Podo. 추석? Yes. Podo, it's good to see you on the board. And yes, a lot of people simplistically translate it as the Korean Thanksgiving, 추석. And, well, we do travel. This is the biggest time of travel for Koreans.
That's
Go
right.
home to the, farmland or to the countryside out of Seoul.
When I first came to Korea and I experienced my first Chuseok, I was here in Seoul. I could not believe how small of a city Seoul is when there's no people. You drive a car and from one end to the other, you could get through in like 25 minutes. I was shocked beyond belief.
Yeah.
I wish it was Chuseok every day.
Well, it's the traffic that makes it
it's
such
amazing.
a long ride, right?
Seriously.
And Podo, you get
We'll
to
go
choose.
with Korean culture for 30.
Surely, staying with the same category, Korean culture, 30 points.
Korean people enjoy drinking grain wine and this distilled liquor. In the old days,
Hooloo.
Soju?
And the sale of soju rises when the economy goes down. So, well, yeah.
Is that true?
Uh-huh.
I can see that happening though. I guess people get depressed and drown their sorrows
Well,
Maybe.
soju happens to be one of the more economical versions of alcohol available. So
I did not know
and
this.
tasty, yeah. So.
Is that right? How do you know?
Well, I'm not very good a drinker, but I hear, it's a good bargain.
She hears. Yeah, always.
And Hooloo, you get to choose.
Culture for 40, please.
Okay, Korean culture, 40 points.
This word is also included in the new edition of the Oxford Dictionary as a proper noun. This unique system was invented and developed especially in the Korean region. This is the traditional Korean underfloor heating system.
Hooloo.
온돌.
Yes. It's similar to the hypocaust system. And the aerodynamic shape of the roof line, the sloping roof, the wooden floor, and the ondol are important features of Korean traditional housing, which kind of represents Korean thinking and culture. And of course, you can also call it radiant heating, and that's how Westerners would say it, ondol. It's very special, and it keeps us close to the floor because it's very warm, right?
Yes, it does, and I love the ondol thing from the very beginning. When the floor is nice and warm and you walk in and your feet are nice and toasty, oh, it's a good feeling.
If you warm your feet, you can warm your entire body. And Hooloo, you get to choose.
We'll take culture for 50, please.
Closing the category, Korean culture, 50 points.
This question is about a traditional Korean item, so you may answer in Korean. Traditionally in Korea, a father and son will not share this. It was used in the old days to keep upper-class gentlemen cool in the humid summer evenings. Held between the arms and the legs, like a body pillow, the cool touch of the bamboo bolster guarantees that you fall asleep without too much tossing and turning. What is this?
You hold it as you go to sleep. Hooloo.
죽통.
Podo 5 seconds. Podo?
복주리?
Let's think about the word that we use to call this thing that we hug as we go to sleep on hot evenings, humid evenings. It's Podo?
죽부인?
We would have also taken Dutch wife, but yes, the chukbuin. And it's interesting to note that fathers and sons did not use the same chukbuin together. Do you use one to go to sleep on hot evenings?
No,
No,
I've
never.
never even heard about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So you
I didn't know
don't
that.
have one?
Nope.
Well, it's good for your back as well. So anyway, Podo, it's good to see you on the board, and you get to choose.
We'll go with black powder for 10.
Surely, black power, black
Power.
power
Oh, sorry.
for 10 points.
Hattie McDaniel would have been prevented from attending this film's Atlanta premiere because of Georgia's racial segregation laws. So as not to put a producer in the awkward position of having to fight for her right, she said that she would be unavailable. But she became the first African American to be nominated for and to win an Academy Award in 1940. What is the title of this movie, originally written by Margaret Mitchell?
Hooloo.
Gone with the Wind.
And did you happen to see Gone with the Wind?
Yes. I have it on DVD.
And what was the most impressive scene or
I
scene
guess
that you
the
remember?
burning of Atlanta.
Is it good? Good enough to have it on DVD?
It's 4 hours long. It was on sale on Amazon for like $5.
Ah, is that right?
It's a great film. It's a great film. Whether it's on sale or no, yes.
Okay, I think I'm embarrassing myself right now.
And gee, one of the big scenes that I remember was that Hattie McDaniel, or McDaniel is right? Yes. Hattie McDaniel was squeezing the corset that Scarlett O'Hara was wearing, and Scarlett was famous for having an 18-inch waist. And so it was pretty impressive to see. Anyway.
See, I'm a Derek Zoolander fan, so you can see like the best movie. Gone with the Wind, I don't even know. Anyway, so.
And who will you get to choose?
We'll take Black Power for 20.
Surely, Black Power for 20 points.
This person now ties Rainbow Push Coalition leader.
Hooloo.
Jesse Jackson.
Podo, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
This person now ties Rainbow Push Coalition leader Jesse Jackson as one of the most influential blacks. This is a change from when Jackson was the clear leader. According to recent Gallup polls, he and Jackson are considered by both blacks and whites to be the most important U.S. leaders in the black community today. This person is the U.S. military leader and Secretary of the State under President George W. Bush. Who is this person?
Podo, 5 seconds. Podo?
Powell.
Yes, Colin Powell was the man we were looking for. And Podo, once again, it's good to see you on the board. You get to choose.
Animals in title for 10, please.
Surely, animals in titles, 10 points. Thomas Harris began his writing career covering crime and was a reporter and editor for the Associated Press in New York City. While he was in Italy researching for his book Hannibal, he attended the trial of the serial killer known as the Monster of Florence. His first novel, Black Sunday, was published in 1975, followed by Red Dragon in 1981, and The Silence of the Blank in 1988. Hooloo.
The Lambs.
Yes. And Hooloo, you get to choose.
We'll take Black Power for 30, please.
Black Power, 30 points.
A number of outstanding achievements made this person one of the most famous heroes in history. He dominated track and field competition, also winning gold medals in the 200-meter dash, the long jump, and the 4x100-meter relay at the 1936.
Hooloo.
Jesse Owens.
Yes.
You know, I find it so ironic that Adolf Hitler was such a bigot, considering, I mean, he wanted to create that Aryan race of blonde hair, blue-eyed, tall, you know, race, whatever, when he himself was kind of a short man with dark hair. Isn't that kind of ironic? Anyway, I don't know.
And so, Hooloo, it is your chance to choose once again.
We'll take Black Power for 40.
Surely staying with the same category, Black Power, 40 points.
This person put her talents to use as a novelist, poet, singer, dancer, actress, editor, and civil rights activist. Her autobiographical novel received critical acclaim for its depiction of her upbringing in a rural community. The book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, published in 1970, returned to the bestseller lists in 1993 after she read her poem on the pulse of morning at President Bill Clinton's inauguration.
Hooloo.
Toni Morrison.
Podo, 5 seconds. Who is this American author? It's Maya Angelou.
Angelou, that's right.
Yeah.
Maya Angelou.
Oh. And why don't we go with Tech Toys, 10 points.
A resourceful, spunky, and adventurous astromech droid has saved the day time and time again. His little 0.96 meter tall frame is packed with all sorts of tooltip appendages that make him a great starship mechanic and computer interface specialist. Kenny Baker, who played the part of this.
Hooloo.
R2-D2.
And he has a role in all of the 6 Star Wars films, which is something that's held, a record that's held only with Anthony Daniels. And Hooloo, you get to choose.
We'll take Tech Toys for 20, please.
Tech Toys, 20 points.
3D chat room is an example of place where you would use this to navigate your surroundings and communicate with other users. It can be whatever you want, including a cartoon, an animal.
Hooloo.
Avatar.
An avatar. Do you have one?
No, I don't actually.
No, you didn't
do.
create one?
No.
Do you have one on the Podo team?
No.
No? Do you have one?
Negative.
Gee.
Do you? You must.
No.
No, what do you mean gee then?
Oh no, but they're really into computers and
I see.
yeah. And it's a big boom here in Korea to dress and kind of like
Is it that little,
accessorize your avatars.
so it's that
on
little
TV.
icon when people send you the email with the little girl that looks
Yeah,
like this?
that's supposed to be like you know, on the net.
I see, I see.
And what's interesting is you can make it as pretty as you want, or you know, or whatever you want, you know. Anyway, Hooloo, you get to choose.
We'll take Tech for 30, please.
Surely, Tech Toys, 30 points.
While this movie was based on the short story Super Toys Last All Summer Long, the story itself has less influence on the movie than the famous poem by W.B. Yeats, The Stolen Child. One of the reasons for Stanley Kubrick waiting so long to make the film is that he wanted David to be played by a real robot.
Hooloo.
What is AI? Artificial intelligence?
Yeats' poem, The Stolen Child, was very important. And what's interesting is he wanted to wait until it was made with a robot instead of a kid. And instead of just going with AI, he went with Spielberg ended up going with artificial intelligence AI because AI kind of looks like A1, the sauce. So that's
actually,
why.
I know the other AI that I know, actually, I think what the world knows better is Allen Iverson. I don't know if you know that, AI. That's his little name. I'm a big basketball fan, so when you say AI, the first thing that pops into my head is Allen Iverson. So. Anyway, though.
So I can see more than one reason why he went with artificial intelligence. And who you get to choose?
Tech toys for 40, please.
Tech toys, 40 points.
A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given it by human beings except where such orders would conflict with the first law. And a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. These are the 3 laws of robotics by this person, who is the writer esteemed for his science fiction.
Hooloo.
Asimov?
That is actually an excerpt from the Handbook of Robotics, 56th edition, 2058 AD, as quoted in I, Robot. It's one of his famous books. And what's interesting is he's a great prolific writer, and he was known for having written 8 hours a day. He would just sit down and he would just pump out this writing.
Wow.
He's a great writer, and he not only writes in science fiction, but in other areas as well. So, anyway. Who you choose?
Tech toys for 50, please.
Tech toys, closing the category, 50 points.
All right, Tech Toys 50. Last July, this made its European debut at a major scientific symposium entitled From High Tech to Intelligence, the Challenge of Humanoid Robots. The introduction of intelligent, real-time, flexible walking technology allowed this to walk continuously while changing directions. Developed by Honda in 2000, it is regarded as one of the most advanced walking robots in the world. What is this?
This robot, we saw it a few times in the news. We've also seen it before on our show, on the Contenders. We talked about it. So, 5 seconds, both teams.
Take a guess.
Hooloo.
Sabletron?
Podo, 5 seconds. It's ASIMO that we were looking for, advanced step in innovative mobility. We talked about it a few times before on the Contenders.
Sounds like Asimov.
Oh well. And why don't we go with animals and titles, 20 points.
Que por las noches no más se le iba en puro llorar. Dicen que no comía.
Listen carefully to the end and answer. The song that recently became well known through the film Talk to Her also appears in the 1997 film directed by Wong Kar-wai, Happy Together. The songs that appeared in these 2 movies were versions sung by Caetano Veloso, who is one of Brazilian music's most highly regarded singer-songwriters. What is the animal related to the title of this song? You know, it's just going to give it away, but John Woo, who is another Hong Kong filmmaker, likes to use this as one of the Hooloo.
Dove?
Yes. The pigeon or the dove. The title of the song is Cucurucu Paloma.
And if you didn't give away with that hint, I would have said Prince wrote a song about this bird as well.
Oh yeah.
Doves cry.
When doves cry. Anyways, though.
And who you get to choose?
We'll take animals for 30.
Surely, animals and titles, 30 points. This novel is, in all likelihood, the single greatest World War II special ops thriller of all time, some say. In 1943, Himmler gets a little brainstorm. Why not send in a small group of commandos to kidnap Churchill and spirit him to the heart of the Reich itself? The author, Jack Higgins, provides his characters with just enough psychological complexity to add depth to the plot. What is the animal which fits into the title? The blank has landed. Hooloo.
Eagle.
And Hooloo, you get to choose.
Animals for 40.
Surely, animals for 40 points. English novelist Ouida was known for her extravagant melodramatic romances, a fashionable life, and this book. In the book, only a friend who, being with a boy always, saw him draw with chalk upon the stones any and everything that grew or breathed, heard him on his bed murmur all manner of timid, pathetic prayers to the spirit of the great master. They were Nello, a young boy, and Patrice, a big Fleming. Who or what is the title of this story?
Can I throw in a clue?
Surely.
The dog of Homer Simpson's name.
Gosh. Hooloo.
Hound?
Hound of the Baskerville.
And Podo, 5 seconds. And what we were looking for was a dog of Flanders.
See, when I was saying, it was too easy. I wanted to say Homer Simpson's neighbor.
Yeah.
The Flanders, Ned Flanders. I mean, anyways, though.
Furandasu no inu was what we would also have taken. Tough question. And why don't we go with, well, we have two very difficult questions on the board. Why don't I finish my category? Animals and titles, 50 points. The Blank is a novel by Italian writer Giuseppe Tomasi di Lampedusa. Set in late 19th century Sicily, it describes the social and political changes resulting from the unification of Italy from the point of view of a local nobleman. In addition to its political and historical insights, it is admired for its evocative descriptions of the Sicilian landscape and poetic meditations on mortality. What is this large, spotted cat, often called a panther? Hooloo.
Leopard.
And now, well, we have just one question left on our board. We have Black Power, 50 points.
Mae Jemison became the first African-American woman to travel in space as part of this space shuttle mission in 1992. She had developed experiments designed to test the effects of weightlessness on humans and animals. Jemison believed in space exploration as a birthright of every human being, regardless of ethnicity. The space shuttle is named after the first ship commanded by James Cook. What is this?
Hooloo.
Endeavor.
Yes. And Hooloo, that is a very strong ending to a very strong game. We actually don't even have room on our board for your points. 1,120. Congratulations. First win in a row.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Now this does, well, it was a pretty tough game for you, Podo team. It was great having you on our stage. I know there are supporters back home, and what do you want to share with them?
Thank you for my family and thank my sister for this opportunity to come.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today. And now Hooloo team, you made a remarkable amount of points in our game. You did a great job. This is your first win. We do send you to Jeju Island. Are you satisfied, or are you going to be back next week?
We'll try to be back next week, but you know, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, congratulations again. We have a new winner, the Hooloo team. Join us again next week to see them. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye-bye.